Hello, everyone, and welcome to Manifest Your Mondays on this Easter Monday of 2020 during the COVID quarantine. I am Johnny Can, your certified high performance coach and rapid transformational therapy practitioner. Are you tired of the constant news, the negative bickering, and opinions that are in your newsfeed right now? Are you tired of just hearing so many back and forth on the stories where you don't even focus on the story anymore and you focus on the conversations and how people are just demonstrating uh, anger, demonstrating all these aspects, and it takes you into this negative spiral, and you end up watching, all these conspiracy theories. And when you want to do is just watch some cats and some cute kittens and some kids play around, and all of a sudden, you're in this deep state web of no control. Well, that has to stop today. You have to take control of your surroundings and your environment in a way that you never thought was possible. And before I talk to you about that, I want to acknowledge all the people that have come on my Instagram live over the past week. From Lance Essios, that has created this Apple podcast called University of Adversity. I recommend that you check it out. To Michael Trauner, who's a high performance coach as well as this upcoming author, and he's just this amazing centered individual that has gone through a lot of adversity, that has gone through a lot of failures, and he's really stepped into what is important for him so that he could serve the world at a greater level. To former Vancouver Canuck who's transitioned into realty, Eddie Lack, and what he's talked about and what he's been able to share is phenomenal when pivoting and transitioning from something that you really love to finding a new career and really trusting yourself in that aspect and trusting your body, trusting what's next, and going with that flow. Also, on Sunday, yesterday, I brought on Nick Lewis. Nick Lewis is a 15-year veteran of the CFL, and he's the all-time receiving record for all of CFL. And man, he's provided so much information and so many tidbits. And if you have an opportunity to just go back on my story or even go on my feed where you can see insights from in my Instagram live and some key takeaways, man, it's there are such powerful sessions. To even today with Amy Leung, who's one of the top 25 realtors and advisors here in Vancouver, which is very competitive. And you have another 20 hours, I think, or 18 hours to watch it from the time I filmed this video to where you're listening to it now. Now, what have they provided for me and my viewers on what's so important in this time for us to thrive, to pull ourselves out of survival, and to really get us prepared for this? And since we're so protective about our surroundings right now, since we're so heightened because all these things are happening around us, it's really important for us to be aware of what we're inviting into our lives in this moment. What are we opening the door into our quarantine place where we're allowing things to come in and really impact our lives? Now, some of you out there are really focusing on the negatives of what's going on down in the States, even though you might live in Vancouver. How really important is that for your survival in this moment right now if you're living in Vancouver? So why are you allowing that information, that news, to, when you open the door, when you wake up in the morning, metaphorically, why are you going to that space? Instead, invite something else into your life that's going to serve you, your family, your friends, and how to move through this and be the example of what's possible. Instead of inviting fear, invite community, invite love, invite compassion, and see what that does. Instead of those fears, invite courage and demonstrating that. Connect to that 7 o'clock p.m. here in Vancouver where we all clap for those frontline workers, because they're the ones that are really the ones that we should be paying attention to. Because in our community right now, they have needs, and the more we can focus on what's in and around us, and it's so important in this phase right now. For instance, Oxygen Yaletown, they're providing free classes on Wednesdays for frontline workers so that they can do classes and then they can reset, that they can repeat, really being out there and being there for the people that are in serious health risk. Start inviting resilience in your life, your ability to, work through those tough points, those hard parts where you don't know if you can pay rent, you don't know if your business is going to thrive, and you're looking for ways to pivot. You're looking for ways to, create new opportunities. And I know it's not going to be easy. Trust me. Like I've transitioned from working a 20-year career and transitioning into a different business all on my own. So, there's parts that I do understand that. And the more you pull yourself out of scarcity and see that there's availability of things out there, even though it might not feel that way, it's possible. And I can attest that. And look at how you can invite more things that serve you in this moment. And it's so important for you guys to really fight for that. And for also the people that are thriving right now, is to lift people up, is to bring people together, is to share your stories, is to show people that it is possible. And you guys be the role model and example of how to be a better leader, on how to pull yourself from, some of you that shared your rock bottoms, that, the belief in yourself, the belief in that this is all timing for yourself and things are happening for you, not to you, is what you need to invite into your life right now, so that your days are so much more passionate. Your days are so much, it's so much more energetic and so much more positive. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, there's going to be really tough times if you're going through that already. I just want you to know that there's support there for you. It may not unfold in the way you want it right now, but trust that everything is happening for a reason, and know that you're in control of what you invite in. So my challenge to you is, what are you planning to invite into your life at this moment, and into your environment, and into your mind, and into your brain, and into your body, that's going to serve you to be your best, so that you can contribute to the community. And I'd love for you to share with me, if you really enjoyed this, share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your loved ones, share it with whoever you can, so that we spread the message of, let's look at what we're inviting into our lives, and be more conscious of bringing in more optimism, bringing in more solidarity, bringing in more kindness and acceptance. And together we rise.